Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Yolking Around. My name is Derek Mayo.
I'm Diana.
Whoa, that was sorry. I'm Diana.
I don't like being called Diana.
Okay. Statement made.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, honestly, like, I feel like...
People are going to be like, aren't you her boyfriend? Like, do you not know what she likes to be called?
I mean, yeah,
I know what she likes to be called. No, but
I feel like a lot of times, like, people feel like they have to Americanize their name, which I think is really stupid. Like, just pronounce their name how they want. Like, that's all. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's not, like, it's not popular here, maybe the name, but the United States isn't the whole world.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, try to make an effort to enunciate.
yeah, it's
just.
just too hard. I'm like, what? No, it's fucking not. You're just lazy and don't want to make an effort.
Well, I mean, what if somebody's named like Raul, where you actually have to roll your R? Like, not
Just
every
try
white
your best.
person.
They don't have. It doesn't have to be perfect.
But
as
then
long as
what
you're
if it
trying.
comes out weird for them, and then it just becomes a whole thing?
I don't know. I guess it depends for everybody. But for
Yeah.
me personally, I don't like it.
No, yeah. Obviously, you want to be called what you were named,
Yeah.
and how you
Exactly.
were named. You know,
Exactly.
100%.
Wow, I came in kind of hot today.
Yeah, you did. Strong energy.
That triggered
today.
me.
See, and a lot of people pay attention to how they're called. Obviously, you know, nobody wants to be called a pendejo, you know, a
Yeah.
fucking idiot or something like that. But, like, for instance, at work, I'm answering phone calls all day. I get called Eric all the time.
Really?
Yeah. And it doesn't bother me one
Hey,
bit.
Eric.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it doesn't bother me one bit. I'm just like, whatever.
You're too chill, man.
Yeah, I'm just way too chill. I'm just like, yeah, Eric, whatever you want to call
Wow.
me. Do you want this order or not? You know, that's kind of what I'm, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it.
Wow, you really
all
don't give
comes to
no
that, man.
fucks.
No, names are just a name. It's all it is.
I guess.
Just like birth dates are just birth dates. Wow, now I'm coming on too strong. Right? What the fuck is going
Hard-hitting
on?
topics over
Yeah,
here.
hard-hitting topics. Jeez.
Sensitive areas.
This is what happens. You just exchange your energy.
Yeah.
And you bring me down, man. You're bringing me down, okay?
My bad.
This
my
is
bad.
supposed to be yoking around,
I know.
man.
We just yoking around here.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're right. There has to be respect, you know.
Yeah.
Try to make an effort to say somebody's name properly, correctly,
Yeah.
you know. Don't be an asshole and just be like, I can't do that. You know?
Yeah, well,
Give it a
for example,
shot,
I knew
Josh,
this
you
this
know,
girl
like-
named what was her name? I think it was like Sarai or something like that.
Mhm.
And like people couldn't say it like for some reason, which I think is very dumb because it's like kind of like Sarah but not Sarah. It's like
Well, it's
like
in the
Sarai,
Bible. So Sarai.
and they're like, I'm just gonna call you Sarah. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's not even her name.
Yeah, like it's like these folk have seen this name. It's on the Bible.
Yeah.
Like, no mames. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you didn't ask your pastor, hey, how do you say this one? This
Yeah.
is a little rough. And then if he's a good pastor, he must have said the name properly.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, I guess I am too chill when it comes to names.
Yeah, I guess I've always had that problem with my last name too, which I understand in a way.
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Which I don't. I
Gutierrez.
fucking yes, it's Gutierrez.
Gutierrez.
I hate saying the Z because if you say Gutierrez, like they're gonna spell it with an S, you know, and it's not with an S. There is Gutierrez with an S, but my last name isn't with an S personally. You know, or they say Gutierrez. I'm like,
Gutierrez.
you just fucking chopped my name. Like,
That's very lazy pronunciation of something.
that's what I'm saying. It's like they're just
Gutierrez?
they're not even trying.
Yeah, see, that's why I love Spanish, because in Spanish you have to sound every
Right. It's a
fucking
phonetic
letter,
language.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot more fun, and straightforward when
Yeah.
it comes to pronunciation, you know, where when I first got to the States, you know, you have the TH sound.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I'm looking like Lloyd Christmas, you know, when trying to read ta it's the
Right.
I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
plus, the H doesn't make a sound in Spanish unless it's with like a C in front of it.
yeah, it's kind of like a weird D.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's how I remembered it, at least when I was
Interesting.
young. Yeah, I struggle with the CHs a lot too. I mean, just because the northern region of Mexico that I'm from. Yes, well, yeah, there's the name for it, like fricatives or something like that, something to do with it, and
It sounds like a fake word, but it's not.
No. Fricative means that
It's like, frick.
That has to do with friction and position in your mouth. And it's been a long time. Like I said, it was a linguistics class or phonetics class that I took. They explained all this shit, and I did a presentation on why I have the CH sound. But anyways, yeah, for a long time I was saying she's, you know.
She's as in like cheese?
She's, okay. Yeah, like a softer CH, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of cha, which is the, I don't know, like the stronger, correct and pronunciation of the CH, at least here in the States. Like Tuesday, right? I would say Chewsday.
Yeah. So how long? Because you still speak Spanish in like the States, but in Mexico, I assume you'd say like like for like Chihuahua, and that.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I don't do it as much anymore because I've became aware of the sound.
So it was an intentional thing that you tried to do it less.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It was something that I had to be made aware while speaking.
Yeah.
Because people were not only kind of giggling and laughing at the accent,
messed up.
also saying, "Why the fuck are you saying share?" You know, like, not chair.
That's so sad.
So
I can see little Derek.
I fixed it little. What are you talking about? This was like a few years ago.
Oh,
you know?
You still said it? I thought you meant when you were like around like 10 years old.
It wasn't until I was in a phonetics class that I was made more aware of this that I decided to fix the.
Oh, that's weird. That was probably right when you met me then.
Yeah, around that time I was working on it. Yeah,
interesting.
Maybe working on it a little before, but then. Because I had heard of this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe, I would say that it solidified more in college. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Where it became out of a neutral cha,
gotcha.
A regular cha.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, once you hang out with certain people that are from certain regions, that you know, you pick that up right away, like any other accent. But like if you are from Wisconsin, you know, you're gonna start speaking like a person from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Minnesota, whatever.
Yeah.
But
damn, that was a tangent.
Yeah. Let's get into some news, man. Let's get into some news. Well, the one that I want to start with is in the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Get a little British.
Yeah, a little British. That's why it's Tuesday, because that's how they pronounce, or at least that's how it sounds when they pronounce Tuesday.
Oh.
It's Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. I was wondering. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
I was like, I'll put it, but I mean, I don't know what you're trying to
say. It's like a meme.
Tuesday. Okay, go ahead.
It's kind of, they had kind of rough news this last week because they had one of the biggest heat waves that hit Great Britain and everything around it, basically. Shit. Yeah, I think the temperatures reached 40.2 Celsius, which is like 104 Fahrenheit.
I'm like, don't talk to me about Celsius.
Which a lot of people would say, well, it's 104 over here. It's 125 here in Arizona.
Let's not normalize it.
Well, the thing is that the infrastructure in Great Britain, since it's more gloomy, more it tends to be a little more cooler.
Oh, the climate?
The climate, yes. Since the infrastructure is not made to support hot heat waves, a lot of people passed away. A lot of people died. Like there was that was death.
Are you talking about like buildings that don't maybe have cooling systems?
Exactly. They don't have AC systems. Wow. They don't have all these features that we are used to because it gets really hot. So there was a lot of people that died because of.
Isn't that crazy? You can die from overheating?
It was the first time they had the red flag. There's like different flags.
Yeah.
Because they've also been having a lot of forest fires.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Forest fires that extend all the way to Portugal and
Holy
like
shit.
those forest regions and stuff like that. So Europe in a whole is suffering right now because of the hotter temperatures.
Oh, wow.
And they've asked meteorologists about this, and they say it's climate change, buddy.
Like we can't help it.
It's just what it is. It's what is happening.
Wow.
And a lot of people seem to be denying it, you know, because people are like, well, isn't it always hot? You know, doesn't it get hot and then it doesn't? But No, this was a record-breaking hot. I believe in 2019, the hottest one was 30.7 Celsius, which is 101.7 Fahrenheit. So,
wow, so like a 3-degree difference in just like
exactly
3 years.
Exactly. There's been an increase, a drastic increase.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And people are still in denial. Like I don't understand people can be in denial about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of this going on. Like I said, we've talked about on the Spanish podcast where there's regions in Mexico that are struggling to
have no water.
Yeah, to get water.
Yeah,
like this is right happening right in front of our noses.
Right.
This is, and the thing with water is just like, well, who is to blame? They make you. They want to make you
They want to blame it.
They want to put the blame on you because, as a consumer, because that's how fucked up they are. They have these companies that are literally owners of thousands of gallons of water, keeping it in reserves for themselves. I'm talking about like, I don't gotta say anything. You can look it up on yourself, and you can find these companies that have large amounts of water,
to raise the cows,
the cattle and whatnot. Yes, and then they try to blame us, right? Then they try to blame us because of our inconsiderate consumerism.
You're showering for half an hour. It's your fault. There's no water.
Yeah, be respectful.
Which, of course,
be
partially
with the water.
That
doesn't mean I'm like, motherfuckers. This is America. You don't have to go to that extreme. No. But to put the blame on the consumer, just saying, hey, you gotta be careful. You have to, when they have fucking gallons of water, just fucking stocked up somewhere.
And they do it so well. Like they're very good at blaming us,
Yeah, exactly. And
I ate that shit up when I remember in elementary school, some guy from, I think, Excel Energy or something, he like came in and talked to us, and he was just saying, oh, well, if you're gonna, he didn't say this exactly, but he's like, if you want to help save the planet, take like 8-minute showers, use these eco-friendly light bulbs and this and that. I'm like, okay, maybe that shit helps, but the way that he phrased it
does help. Yeah,
of course like it does. It helps, but the way that he phrased it made it seem like, oh, this is all on you, and if you guys don't do it, like, the planet's gonna die because of you, solely because of you.
No. I mean, that's the approach. They want to scare you.
Exactly.
They want to scare you
tactic.
to be more responsible.
Right.
Which it's kind of weird that we have to use fear tactics for the environment. Some might say that it's even okay. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean.
But anyways, I actually going back to the 8-minute thing.
Yeah.
The 8-minute shower. Before we trace off somewhere, I remember that in Mexico we used to have the electric bill come in, la factura, la electricidad, and they gave us these little like hourglass, sand glass. What are they called?
An hourglass.
An hourglass, yeah. Hourglass.
But maybe it was just like a plastic one or something.
Yeah, the plastic one, and then it had like a little suction cup that you would put in the shower.
Oh my gosh.
And then the sand will start going down, and then when it was done, you should be out of the shower.
Oh shit.
So yeah, they were doing a campaign, I guess, and they were like handing these things out.
Oh wow.
And I remember just fucking sticking it up there, and trying to hurry and be responsible.
Scrub them nether regions and.
Yeah, but it was always like I had soap behind my ear. My ass crack was not as clean. I was a kid, so you gotta make sure your ass crack is clean.
I know.
If you're not, make sure your kid's ass crack is clean.
Honestly. I feel like we shouldn't have to say that.
It's like, why do you have skid marks all over your undies? It's like big. I'm learning how to shower. You gotta tell your kids, make sure you scrub your ass.
Yeah. Wash behind your ears, scrub your ass, cover your bases.
Yeah, just the basics.
And
then scrub your face, but not before that. Come on, be smarter than that.
That's the first thing I do is scrub my face.
Yeah, and then the ass.
Yes.
Really get in.
But I was saying, like, we were actually talking about this yesterday, how it's illegal to conserve or collect rainwater here in the state of Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. Like, what are you gonna do with that rainwater? Like,
I'm sure there's some wildlife.
That's just so wasteful.
Eccentric good dude saying, "You don't understand. We need this water." It's just like, dude, chill.
It's just in my backyard. I ain't got no wildlife.
I just want to use it for my plants.
Literally.
Like, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be interesting.
But going back to the UK, I wonder if because the meteorologists are basically saying that they expect things to get worse, right? Is that or at least be consistent in that consistently hot like every year the way that it has been.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Just remember, this is the
coolest
the coolest
summer that
summer
you're gonna, that's fucked up.
that you're gonna have.
But I wonder if the government is planning on like doing this massive funding for the infrastructure because like in preparation for what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, either that. Well, right now, Great Britain is going through a fucking shit time in the political system. Yes, because
their prime minister's kind of weird.
Yeah, the prime minister, what is it,
Boris, I think.
Boris Johnson or something like that. Yeah, he's caught in some drama or whatever, and is trying to just basically say, "Fuck this, mate." Just fuck this, and then just leave. Also, the economic climate is not helping. A lot of presidents are struggling to keep their countries up because the economy has not been where it's at globally.
Was it you that told me, or somehow I found out that the euro is now worth less than the U.S. dollar?
Yes.
That's
I
intense.
Think, I don't know because that fluctuates all the time, but yeah, I think not too long ago that this happened.
That's wild because I can't even remember the last time it was like that.
I don't think I've ever been alive.
Yeah.
In the time I've been alive, that I've heard of that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's been. I'm sure I read that there had been some other time.
Right.
But yeah, it's pretty insane what's the political climate is right now and what's going on, and you know, elections are coming in 2024 too. So we'll have to see what the fuck is gonna happen with our country. I'm saying our country because I fucking happen to live in the U.S.
Right.
So
midterms are actually this November.
Yeah.
So
you're
which
right.
I actually have something to say on that topic, but
well, you can say it right now.
Oh, have you heard of this initiative called the Natural Medicine Health Act?
No, what the fuck is that?
So it's actually
the Natural Medicine Health Act.
Yes.
Okay.
And what it's for is that Colorado voters are going to be asked to legalize magic mushrooms.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to make these psychedelic mushrooms legal, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a side note, I didn't know that the possession of mushrooms was decriminalized in Denver.
I didn't know.
And that's
either.
like the first city to do that. In the United States. Yeah, that's what I learned while reading that article. I'm like, what? No way.
Do you think, because I know they're kind of crazy up there in Portland and
in Oregon,
in those areas, but I don't know that deep, I guess, into it. But
yeah, supposedly Denver was the first city to do it.
That's pretty forward, I guess.
Right.
In that.
But there's going to be obviously like terms and conditions to this. It's not good. It's not going to be like a dispensary. What they're calling them is healing centers.
Okay.
Because it's like for people seeking therapeutic treatment because they have been shown to help treat individuals with anxiety, depression, and PTSD, as well as individuals who are terminally ill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I guess it's even shown to have good results with individuals with nicotine addiction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In some studies, yeah. So I'm just like wondering, like, what are your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't know shit about mushrooms. I've done mushrooms.
Right.
And I know for a fact, like, my experiences have been quite positive. I've never really had a bad experience with it. I've also only done it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've fucking, went Mario Brothers on it, but...
Power up.
Yeah, but I remember the first time I tried them, I felt like very warm. I guess warm is the best way to describe it. I felt like very
at peace.
At peace, warm. There was a loving energy because it was me and a couple buddies.
Yeah.
And it was just a very warm sensation, and it sounds a little corny and cheesy, but we went out and I was just smiling, and it was just like a very happy time for me, and I know that there's people that say that, oh shit, dude, I fucking saw the devil,
like tripped hard and saw some shit, which does happen because it does have that psychedelic effect where you can start seeing things
being manipulated, things that may not be there.
And that's what I'm fucking scared of, and that's why I'm scared to try.
I think it's just I think it's just learning to control your head. You know, just learning that this is kind of an experience. You know, like if you see something ugly, that you could just be like, this is just some sort of
an
illusion in an artistic way that my brain is generating. You know, so I don't know. It's just you can trip and see a lot of weird things like mandala and fractals. You know, like I've seen those and but in general, when you are around people, it seems very, very warm. You know, it's like very. I'm not no expert, you know, but I feel like when somebody trips and has a bad trip, like a bad experience, that's something that needed, like a demon that needed to get exorcised.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
And it's interesting because I've heard a lot of people talk about their experience with mushrooms and when they have a bad trip. And I think you're right. It's in the end, they're glad that they ended up doing it because it helped them work through something.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people seek alternative medicines like smoking or drinking peyote. I think you could do both, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not no expert, obviously. But yeah, they seek these alternative medicines to have this alleged narrative show up in their head, and based on their interpretation, they may or may not help him heal a part of them. You know, by this projection that happens. You know, this openness to maybe spots that aren't necessarily maybe triggered in your normal state of mind.
Okay.
You know? That's what I'm thinking.
I guess a question I had for you was that it's not like you've done it like a lot, but has taking shrooms ever helped you work through something? Like, you don't have to give details or anything, but just like, has it helped you?
I think the only thing that it had helped me on, and this is because I obviously haven't taken a lot of them or had this different types of experience, you know, only a couple times. I think it just helped reinforce the fact that my idea that everybody should be loving and everybody should take care of each other, and that we are more connected than what we believe or what we think. I think it just helped reinforce that mentality and that idea when I felt it, you know, because it obviously triggers that happiness in you, you know, and the happiness for me was being around people that I love and I care for, and feeling that same sensation back, and I feel like it just helped reinforce that part of my mentality, not my mentality, my philosophy of living, you know, where it's, dude, we really have to try to love each other.
Like, it connects you to your humanity as a whole.
Yeah. That I remember that the thing that came to my head all the time was like, we're like all this big quilt, you know, we're like, everybody's part of this quilt, you know, where this quilt looks different in spots, you know, but they're all part of one blanket, you know, like one quilt. Yeah. And I know it sounds corny, it sounds weird, but that's kind of the sensation that I got, you know. I remember I went outside and I was looking at the stars, you know, that look more beautiful than before, you know, and I'm just looking up, you know, in the middle of the night. Shrooms. And and that a lot of people love that, you know, they like to do it at camping sites and whatnot, or in forests, in natural areas, because of the same sort of experience. But anyways, I remember, you know, taking a piss outside. I don't know why I took a piss out. I think the bathroom might have been taken upstairs. But I was outside just doing my thing, and I started thinking about the blanket and then the quilt, and we're just like, man, why is everybody
fighting each other,
fighting over everything if we're all part of the same, you know, quilt ecosystem, whatever you want to call it.
I like that.
But that'd be from my point of view, what I have perceived from shrooms, that would be my response, I guess, to the whole thing.
Wow. I like that. It just shows, I think what you just explained kind of shows why scientists have seen results with individuals who suffer from anxiety or depression or X, Y, and Z.
don't ask me how, but there's other drugs that cause those euphoric, happy feelings.
Right. Yeah, they've seen results with ecstasy as well.
And they do change people's perception of life.
Yeah.
Like it could be kind of life-changing in a way, yes. And it could connect people in different ways. Whether you do anything in or outside of it, that's on you, you know. But I feel like a lot of people like go to these festivals to kind of, especially younger crowds now, to get a lesson out of it, you know, kind of being on their own sometimes, which is kind of dangerous, you know, but also being with friends and kind of being at risk, you know, and kind of putting themselves in these situations. I feel like it's more of a growing experience to a lot of people, and that in itself can be therapeutic, I feel. But I think that through all these things, you can say that it changes you, know, it changes your personality because you're going through this therapeutic process. But a lot of people just leave it there. They just are nice there, are taking care of each other there. But then outside of that environment, they're not applying that, you know. So your lesson is not fully made. I feel.
Fully learned.
Exactly.
And applied to your life.
Exactly. So that's how
that's
I feel.
The key piece.
That's one reason why I like going to these festivals, because it's camaraderie. I'm seeking kindness, you know. I'm seeking that unity.
We all want the same thing.
Exactly. That music is one way, you know, but I feel like the subtext is more important, which is we're all here unified by one thing.
Right.
And you could say music is it, but I feel like everybody wants to be around everybody. You know, it's just that netting that social netting that we just have.
Yeah.
We're just social creatures like that, I feel. But yeah.
Sorry, can we pause? I really have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
we can make so bad.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after that a well-deserved potty break.
Yes.
Yeah, if it cuts weird, it's because Diana had to
go to the bathroom.
Go to the restroom. Throw out a dookie, if you know what I mean. Good old dookie. Was it soft? Was it?
We're not talking about this. How was your global experience?
My global experience, so for those of you guys that don't know what the fuck global is, first of all, get it together.
Get a life.
Get a life. No, it's this concert that they do, this kind of small festival that they do here in Denver. They actually do it at the Broncos like parking space.
Yeah, it's an outdoor place.
It's an outdoor event. Yeah, so a lot of people go. They get dressed up or not. You know, a lot of
or
people
lack of
lack of clothing. You know, pasties and you see all sorts of shit.
Right.
You know, guys with just one of those thongs that just holds your penis in it.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, you see some shit, man. But anyways, yeah, it was great. It was great. I went with Chan and Ochoa.
And the boys.
And the boys, yes. And Yuri and Victor actually went. So
first timer?
Yeah, so it's always fun bringing first timers because then they're like, oh my God. You know,
what is this? I like it.
Yeah. Like,
I've never been.
This experience? Yeah, and it was really fun. They had really good DJs. Plus, I had a soccer final the following day.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't go extra hard. We lost it. Unfortunately, we are second place, you know.
Hey,
if you ain't first, you're last, you know.
First loser.
Yeah, first loser. And but yeah, let's not remember bad moments. Let's continue this.
Let's keep it happy.
Yeah, it was a great experience. People always well behaved, you know. If you've never gone to an event, just try it out, you know.
Yeah.
Just go out there, dress like a butterfly, and
why not?
Put sparkles, whatever, in your teeth and your ass, nipples. Scrotum, you know, whatever
you're into.
It's all fair game.
Yeah.
You know? Go crazy with
no
the glitter.
judgments there.
Yeah, go crazy with the glitter if you want.
Well, I think it's interesting how those events I feel like the idea of those events is in
Sexual
people's head.
I just want to liberate myself tonight. everything out. Yeah.
No, people who have never been to like a festival like that, in their head, it's way worse than what it actually is.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that. Anything that had to do with techno rave, I was like, "What the
That's
fuck, dude?
the
Are
devil.
you a drug addict?
Yeah.
Are you a drug
That's
addict?
how I used to think too.
You know, are you okay?
Do you need
That's
help?
a dark place to go. That's how I would used to see it. I'm just like, oh man, people lose their virginities there.
Just snorting
Yeah,
coke off each other.
I heard they fucking mess with crystals and shit.
I've seen worse things happen at a nightclub, which actually I saw ironically that night. The grossest thing I've seen at a nightclub.
Oh,
I don't know if we
that
should
night
get
of the
into
global.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can if you want to.
Yeah,
let us
so
know.
basically the guys went to the festival, right? And the girlies, we kind of had a girls' night. Like we went to dinner and we were just having drinks and we're gonna meet up with you guys after at Temple. And it was
Temple is a club.
Yeah, Temple's a club. And the girls and I got there earlier, like at around 11. And then you guys showed up. It took a while for you guys to get there, but we eventually met up.
Yeah, we were so delayed.
Yeah.
I had time to eat. I was so
That's
fucking
crazy.
hungry
You ate a
after.
burrito in line, or what was it?
I ate a burrito
Yeah.
and I ate fries as well. Yeah, a box
You
of
had
fries.
a whole ass meal
Dude,
while you were waiting.
I
in
didn't
line.
eat anything from like fucking 2, maybe 3 to like, I'm talking about like almost midnight.
You didn't eat at the festival?
No.
I know Yuri fucked up a burger.
Yeah, Yuri went and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go fuck up a burger."
Fair enough.
We were
That'd
like,
be me. I'd be like, I need to eat something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Yuri as well.
Right. But yeah, we were having a great time, just dancing, until Cruz tells me, Brian's girl.
My brother.
Yeah.
My brother's girl.
Uh-huh. She's like, hey, Diana, go look over there. But like look like a little more down, like at a couple. I'm like, and I look straight to the
little
floor.
more down. You went full.
Yeah,
like,
I went full to. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, look like a little more up. And that's when I fucking realized, like, there's this couple in front of us. Like, it looked like the guy was just grinding on her, right?
Oh, the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Like she was in front of him.
Yes.
And he was back. Okay.
But his whole hand was inside her pants, and he was her.
Wow.
And
like,
she was not.
full-on
She was. Yeah, they were not discreet about it, like at all.
Wow.
She was making these faces that I can't get out of my head. I mean,
wow.
yeah.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
You know? Can you sue somebody for that? For
I mean,
graphic
that's
exposure?
probably illegal to be doing that shit in public.
Yeah, that's indecency. What's it called?
Public indecency.
Yeah, public indecency.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not okay.
I'm like, holy shit! How did I not notice that? I'm a dumbass.
This was like poking her ass and
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm not trying to judge, but don't be doing that in public, you know?
No,
or,
no,
or at least go to the fucking bathroom. Like, come on, have some decency.
Yeah, I mean, when alcohol kicks in, you know, there's just people that have no remorse.
They were both pretty fucked up. I could tell.
Yeah, I mean, love is love, right?
Yeah.
Love is lust.
They had to show it right then and there.
Yeah, I could never do it. Like,
Yeah.
PDA can be a little weird sometimes. I guess I'm more okay with it. I used to be kind of like awkward about it, you know, but
just little things, you know.
Yeah,
but
I mean, don't be making out, dude. Like, god damn, keep that to yourself. Like, you guys are like,
like sucker
like
fish.
fucking Pac-Man, you know, like Miss Pac-Man, and they're both trying to see whose mouth is bigger. You know, it's like, but yeah, it's okay to kiss somebody, but don't fucking overdo it, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Casanova. You like turn it down 2 levels.
They couldn't wait, I guess.
Yeah, but they were going on the floor.
It was just them. They were in their own world.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Good world. You know?
Good world, yeah.
Getting orgasms
for them,
in
yeah.
the club?
I was just like,
me?
fuck you just fucking.
Who hasn't had that fantasy? No, obviously not them. Not them.
No.
They
live in the fantasy.
They fucking destroy the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, huh? Are you getting in the dance floor? I didn't think so, buddy. Do it like them.
Optimize your life.
Optimize your life. Be better, you know. Are you really that much of a freak? No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I can guarantee you. These people are
These
freaks.
people straight up freaks. They set the bar pretty high.
No, but that's fucked up, dude. That you can still remember their face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
I was like,
you got.
and then
cooties,
after that, we're
dude.
like,
you got mental cooties.
I'm glad one of us was like, okay, it's kind of claustrophobic down here. Let's just go up. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
That's all I have to say about that.
Thank God. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Extreme experience.
What
Were they older, younger?
They were older.
Wow.
Yeah, actually,
Older. Okay. It even makes more sense.
they're probably around their mid-30s.
They're like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
You know what? What the fuck do I have to explain to you guys, huh? What I do on my Saturday nights
For
and
real.
who I do it with.
Yeah.
Fucking bitches.
And actually, a bit later, another lady joined the party. Like,
oh, what the fuck? I thought the story was over. What the fuck?
well,
is
you
this?
reminded me.
Now it became a porn. Like now you're talking about a porn that I've seen somewhere sometime.
Oh God. No, but when the third girl came in, they were just dancing, and it was kind of funny because the third girl was behind her. Him, sorry.
Did he wash his hand?
Oh, you just reminded me of something. I don't think I should say.
Oh,
it, though.
what the fuck, dude?
It's
gross. Do you guys want her to say? I don't know.
I mean, I can say it, and if you think it's too much, like, you can delete it, because I think, like, it's really gross.
Say it.
So,
say it.
Luckily, I didn't see it, but Cruz saw it, and she told me.
Oh, so this is alleged. See, it's not even true. Okay, go on.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
The girl took the guy's hand, and she, like, sucked it off.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
She grabbed the guy's hand
and like sucked it like a popsicle.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
You gotta really reconsider. Are you really living?
Are you really a freak?
Are you really a freak? 'Cause we got people out here proving it on the dance floor.
And if they're doing that shit in public, like, imagine what they did in privacy.
They like ended up passing out. Like, they didn't make it.
They just didn't do it.
Like, I'm actually kind of tired. I got enough at the club. Just end up passing out. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They had a blast.
They
that
did.
Was a wild
they did,
night.
honestly. They probably had more fun than anybody else.
God dang, dude. Yeah. One for the nights.
Honestly.
And then you got to see a psychologist after that for sure.
Talk through that shit.
Yeah, you need to see a therapist.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be enough.
This is just the surface.
Thank you for disclosing that
of
awful
course.
information.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know where I was that I did not see this.
You were at the bar.
I'm not an alcoholic. Don't say it that way. You were at the bar.
No, you were talking to Chan at the bar.
Like, actually, I was sober pretty much the whole night.
Actually.
I was fucking dying at the end of the night.
Yeah, I saw you. I'm like,
tired. Dude,
yeah, I know.
I was sober. So I was just like, is it time to go?
I know. You're like checking your watch.
Yeah, Ochoa's over there like.
Like the scene out of White Chicks.
White Chicks, yeah, just vibing
with the whistle.
Out. It's just like, and I'm just like, oh God, I'm just like, I'm glad he's having fun.
Glad I made the sacrifice.
That's what a good friend does, fucker. Do you hear me, Ochoa? Oh man.
What else you got?
I got actually, when we were talking about Pac-Man, they came up with these Xenobots. Do you know what a Xenobot is?
No.
So a Xenobot is basically this invention that they've done where they're taking stem cells.
Oh.
And then the cell composure of a frog is involved, and they combine AI to create these patterns. So it starts becoming this organism that it's not that is created, but it's not through fertilization. It's not like a plant or it's not an animal. It's kind of like this organism that they were able to create that has like a somewhat sentient pattern.
Is it like cybernetic then?
It's kind of weird how they explain it. It's kind of actually pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
It looks like so look them up real quick. They're called Xenobots. And
how do you spell that?
It's XENO and then BOTS.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I read this on CNN. It was an article on CNN where they're in 2020 the US scientists created the Xenobots, which are living robots. They can now reproduce. Basically, they can reproduce these things, and they're not like animals. They're not like plants, but something in between.
That's so weird. Do you know what they're trying to accomplish with that?
Yeah. So the main thing is they're trying to, because they have Pac-Man shape, so they look like little Pac-Man shapes.
Yeah, I see that.
Because that, according to the calculations and the studies that they did, it's the best way to capture the product. I guess what they're trying to do it. And
like the code, maybe?
Like the code, yeah, of this thing just kind of like eating and then producing itself. Yeah. So what they're trying to do with this is in the future, they're trying to like teach organisms to like get microplastics out of the oceans.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That can be huge.
Yeah, exactly. So they're creating this like tiny organisms. They're like 0.04 inches.
Oh, they're minuscule.
Yeah, they're fucking tiny. So they reproduce and they use AI somehow to code them. And then they use stem cells because stem cells are basically cells that can be made into anything. Yeah, they can. That's why they're good for healing stuff. Yeah, because they can reproduce whatever is needed in that area. So they've been using this and experimenting with it. It was developed in the University of Vermont. And it's just a new technique, a new organism that they're trying to create for many things. I'm sure, but the main thing that I read was kind of like microplastics and ocean.
You know,
work.
Sometimes I think I'm smart, and then I think about people who invent shit like this. I'm like, how the fuck do they even think about even just the concept of it? Yeah. You have the concept, and then you execute it, and it's actually working. Like, how? That's crazy.
Well, exactly. Yeah. It's fucking insane. And they're like little steps, but you could see the organism like having these this pattern and it gets these other pieces and it meshes them to itself, so it creates itself. I don't know, it's kind of weird. You guys can go see them, and I probably did not do a good job of explaining it because it's pretty out there.
It's probably pretty elaborate.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the Pac-Man shape of it.
Yeah.
That's a cool name, Xenobots.
Yeah, Xenobots. Yeah. Not to be confused with Xenomorphs.
What were those?
Xenomorphs are the alien creatures. Have you seen the movie Aliens? Ridley Scott. Aliens?
I'm not sure.
No.
Probably not.
I'll show you them. But they're this... Also, what the fuck, you know? Like, but they're this...
like, side note, what the fuck? You've never seen that movie?
What the fuck, dude? We gotta watch those.
Yeah.
But... it's these ugly cockroach-looking things that
I
has a
hate
tongue
cockroaches.
that has like a mouth.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Damn, Xenobots, huh?
Yeah. The Pac-Man thing reminded me of it.
Yeah. You saw that on CNN? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was an article on CNN that I had read about these little creatures.
Damn, I'll have to read into that.
I thought was interesting. Yeah, what they created.
Get the microplastics out the ocean, man.
Yeah.
We were just it kind of reminds me, not that microplastics are kind of relevant, but they kind of are, because I feel like we were kind of having a similar conversation that Skittles got recalled.
Oh yeah, recently too. That's a good one to actually talk about. I think they found something in the coloring of the snack, which I fucking love Skittles.
Me too. That's like one of my favorite candies.
Skittles are fucking great.
They're so good.
I like sour Skittles. I like combining the sour Skittles and the regular Skittles, and then just kind of having one of each.
Oh shit!
And then they kind of interact with each other. That's kind of genius. Yeah, and then there's another one where you have the sour Skittle. What the fuck am I doing?
Giving tips about how to eat your candy.
Have sour Skittles, and then they're limited edition ones, or I don't know if you can now find them, but they're like the fruity flavored. It's like a different type of fruity flavored Skittles.
Okay.
And they have like cooler tones.
Oh, are they just the blue one? The blue and the purple and,
yeah. You combine those two, chef's kiss.
No way.
Yeah, they're so fucking good.
The one that's in the blue bag, right?
Yes. It's either
I forgot about those.
Yeah, those are fucking. Yeah. Those are probably one of my favorites.
Holy shit, that's genius! Just combining all of them, just eating it.
Yeah,
but that's fucking horrible for you.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, going back to the fucking news. Yeah. Something was found in something chemical was found in the components of the paint or the ink that they use, the tint.
Yeah, I remember you sent me that video on TikTok, and I think I replied something like, at this point, I just think I'm convinced everything in the United States is like poison.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many foods here that are banned in other countries.
Yeah, they're like, fuck no. We know what you put in your cucumbers. Fuck those.
Now we know why you Americans are fat.
Yeah, well, they were talking shit about, was it oat milk or... Do you remember that?
The almond milk?
Almond. Was it almond?
Yeah,
or
almond milk is what you told me. About certain brands. Yeah, I remember specifically because I kind of went down a rabbit hole. Okay. And I was watching videos of which brands of almond milk you should buy instead of the generic one.
Yeah.
Because the one that we have is, I think it's like one of the ones that you're not supposed to drink.
I'm sure.
Because it should literally,
This is
I
America.
think it should only have 2 ingredients listed, if I'm not mistaken. 2 to 3 ingredients listed. And the ones that we buy have like 50 probably, like all these additives and preservatives.
Yeah, if you start seeing shit like shit that ends with LIC, you know.
Yeah. Or acid.
Yeah, acid.
Or numbers
IRC,
get jumbled in there.
Sulfuric, or whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Once you start saying shit like that in your oat milk or your fucking almond milk.
If you can't say all the ingredients in one breath, it's probably bad for you.
Yeah, like how hard is it to get milk out of an almond? God damn
I know.
It.
Well, I saw that video also. I just keep referencing everything you sent me. The how to make almond milk.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that'd be so cool, but almonds are so expensive. You know, like buying them in bulk.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense that our almond milk is like fucking $2, right?
You're like, wait, this $2 milk isn't good for me?
I do like it, but you know what? I honestly, oat milk is where it's at. I think I like.
I think we might have to switch.
We might have to.
Yeah.
We were talking about milk today too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's just my stomach, but I feel like cow milk is good when you're developing, as you're like growing.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a kid.
Can you get a little closer?
Oh, sorry. And I feel like, cow milk is good when you're developing. And then once you get older, it's better to stick to something that's less dairy because it can be very gassy. Or maybe I just have, what is it called?
A lactose
intolerance, yeah. And I just never knew it. I just got the Hershey squirts. And
I don't know. Does that happen when you consume other dairy products?
Only milk.
Okay.
Milk just makes me really
just
gassy.
Pure milk, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I used to hate 2% when I used to drink regular cow milk, and then I started drinking 2% because it was more watered down, so it wouldn't affect my stomach as much. But then I was like, what about 1% now? You know, like, fuck this shit. You know, my stomach does not feel good.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, what the fuck am I doing just drinking water like, you know, water and some other shit, you know, that might not even be milk at that point. Might as well start switching to other alternatives, almond milk. Now we're starting to find out that it has the LYCs and the URCKs and I don't know what the fuck, the acids, the sulfates and whatnot. Maybe it's time to switch to the oat milk.
Yeah.
And we'll wait and pray, you know, that it remains good, I guess.
Yeah. It's just so tough because even when you switch your diet, you're like find more and more things about it that you're like, oh shit, this is not good for me. Well, I'm like, at this point, I don't even know what I'm supposed to buy. Or
I'm not supposed to eat 40,000 grams of sugar.
What? A heart attack, all I eat is hot dogs and cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
there's vegetables in there.
I've never changed my diet. This is very uncommon. Oh, man, I just got agitated.
My blood pressure.
You can't be doing this to me. I'm diabetic. I could lose a foot, for God's sakes. Yeah.
It's just so hard also because healthy, quote unquote, healthy food, like organic food and shit without preservatives, organic eggs.
Orgasmic food. Penis, cock, cucumbers, eggplants, melons. What else do we have? Watermelons. Why not?
Yeah. But natural food is just so expensive, you know?
Yeah. If you want to eat good, healthy, it's going to cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah.
It's still going to have the pesticides, but it's just going to be a little better for you.
Which is fucked up as a whole because I feel like everything ties into capitalism, but that's what it is too. And just how...
What a surprise, right?
Yeah. What?
Whoa.
What a revolutionary idea.
This is America.
Yeah.
I can still do that because it's still July. So I can still say, this is America because of 4th of July. Yeah, because of 4th of July.
Yeah.
We're still patriotic.
There was a thought there, but it escaped me. But what's the story that the Uvalde thing? Yeah,
the story with Uvalde was that after this incident, this mass shooting in Texas, in Robb Elementary, where these subject went in, fourth grade classroom, I can't remember, but younger kids were in there, and he just opened fire.
Right.
So this past week, there was footage that was released.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about body cams. I'm talking about the school itself and the cameras that shows the police response, and it clearly reflects a lack of training, a lack of leadership, and a lack of understanding of one's job, I think.
Of the gravity of the situation, yeah.
And of the gravity of the situation. I feel if I'm not mistaken, this whole thing lasted like 77 minutes or something like that, which is way too long for someone that is, for a single man that is armed, that committed this atrocity, and for cops to just allow him to sit there.
Right, and alive. They were armed as well, while they knew fully well that kids were dying, and kids obviously unarmed, even teachers.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that there was nearly 400 law enforcement officers that showed up for the whole thing.
Hundreds, huh?
Hundreds. And now they have someone called Chief Police Pete Arredondo is being blamed now because he was the alleged person in charge.
Right.
He's being trialed, for to see what they're gonna do with him, terminate him and whatnot, because they want him fired. The community wants him fired because of his response and lack of leadership.
Yeah.
That he claims he did not feel that he had at that moment. He said, "I never said that I was the chief or the leader here."
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, "I never took that responsibility or
I was not in charge of the operation."
Exactly, I was not in charge of operation. Exactly, yeah. Like it
like trying to wipe himself.
And then he said, "I did also not refrain anybody from not helping the people in the classroom, But anyways, he's making these claims, but it seems like he's just gonna
get fired.
Well, he stepped down. Yeah, he stepped down, and a lot of people are like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, how did it take so long?" And you see the footage, and I know it's easy for us to criticize. It's so easy to criticize. I understand, but the main thing is that the police is there to serve and protect.
Yeah.
Right?
That's their motto.
Exactly, right? Serve and protect. What the fuck happened?
No, they were not.
That day. What the fuck happened? Why was there no training?
There was no organization whatsoever.
There's a fucking mass shooting every other fucking week, dude.
Yeah.
At this point. People just fucking going into places with their shit gone, with their fucking mind all fucked up, and doing these fucking shootings. And some of them are getting a slap on the wrist, dude. Some of them are still alive, dude. Some of them get to walk around, And a lot of people might say, "Well, that's now on their conscience." They don't give a fuck, dude.
No, they don't.
They don't. They know.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they, dude. And this Uvalde shooter piece of shit, man. Honestly, because I know people are going through shit, dude. Trust me. Everything has a reason for happening.
Of course,
I understand, but it just taking kids' lives like that, dude. Like little kids, man.
Yeah, I'll never understand
kids,
why people
dude.
like kill in general, but like with kids, like that's especially like unbelievable to me. Like that's unfathomable.
I think this guy fucking fired on his own grandmother.
Yeah,
or
he did.
something.
He did.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey had to do a speech at the White House because he's actually from Uvalde.
Yeah, Texas. I saw that. I'm glad he's getting involved in that because obviously it helps to have some sort of power, and people are gonna listen to people like that. At least I just hope so, and I hope that's probably his intent.
Yeah. Well, a lot of celebrities have done that. They have to kind of step up, I guess, because the government needs somebody. They can't see it within the people. They need fucking Matthew McConaughey to go. And nothing against him. I fucking love him, but
yeah, of course.
They need something like that to
grab the attention
and grab the attention of the atrocity. Motherfuckers, like it's right underneath your nose.
Yeah, you should care because it happened. Period.
And I just. Dude, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, just go in and blast this guy off. Like,
literally. They were just dinkering around. They were on their phones. They were just fucking walking back and forth.
They had enough time to fucking put hand sanitizer on their fucking hands, dude. And, it's easy to sit here and criticize and talk this shit, you know, but bro, if you're gonna put this persona where you're a top dog, rough motherfucker, you can take a bullet, then fucking prove it, dude. Like, it's not for everyone.
No,
it's not for everyone.
And that's exactly why it's so easy to criticize. And I don't feel bad for criticizing because there's no room for you to be acting like that in that line of work.
Yeah, and this might be a little controversial, but I don't believe in defunding the police either.
Actually, I was gonna bring that up a little bit.
So don't think I'm against all that. Yeah.
I think defund the police is very strong, and I don't think the message that they're trying to convey is being reflected by the term defund the police. That's very, very strong. Yeah. I think what they're more about, which I agree with, is repurposing their funding. Investing more money in training, investing more money in the hiring process, all that stuff. Obviously, I think defund the police we need a new motto. That's too strong. I think because I think it's dangerous to have a motto that strong because people. Yeah. That's a strong thing to say.
Yeah, it's very reactionary. Yeah, it has like no, slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down, things. We can't go from fucking 0 to 100. No. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking think about this shit that you're saying, you know. And yeah, you're right. Even the slogan could be a little too strong, you know. If anything, we need to fund the police in a way that can also appoint people that are trained and people that can provide some sort of teachings to the police force and train them better to react to these situations, you know, to fucking hold leadership and have these strong characteristics, you know. Come on. You know, you have all these fucking layers. You know, you have the police, then you have the FBI, then you have these fuckers, and then you have the fucking Space Force. Come on. You know, like, just fucking get it together. Just get it together, get some training done, get some training to our police, man. Especially if that's the thing is, like, that's something that's been happening. Like, cops should know how to react to a mass shooting now. Yeah. They should have this training.
Exactly.
They should have this training because it's so fucked up that we have them. It's a phenomenon that happens in the States, and cops need some fucking funding so that they can train them a lot better on how to diffuse situations like that.
Exactly, how to diffuse shit like that. Yeah. And that's exactly why, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I don't really believe in defund the police. It's more like repurpose the police or something like that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are in the police force, and this is nothing uncommon. This is we've seen this left and right, where people that go into the police thinking that they're there to have power over people. It's a power dynamic. Yeah, power hungry. They power trip on it, and they forget that you're a guardian, bro. You're there to protect.
A guardian, yeah.
Yeah, you're a guardian. That's, you know, it's funny because I've been reading this book called The Republic, and we've always needed these guardians. Like, this is from way back 308 BC, you know, BCE. Socrates was talking about that. You know, a city, a republic, I guess, in this situation needs guardians, these people that are kind of like brave and you know, they even talk about what kind of characteristics they should have. You know, it's fucking wild that they were thinking about these people. And the major thing was protection, you know, protection and understanding and having this soft-heartedness to them, you know, when humanity, it needs to be. Empathy. Yes. And also have this, you know, shark-like attack whenever it's instinctual, like, okay, this is dangerous, I need to react. I need to it sounds fucked up, but put my life at risk. But I mean,
that's part of the job description.
That's part of the job,
and that's why I don't have sympathy for the police officers, because you literally signed up for that.
There's nothing. I'm not saying that we don't need heroic people. I think that that's part of, you know, having that courage. Yeah. And having that sort of heroism. We need those people in the world, you know. We need people that are risk takers like that protect us, you know, that are willing to bite the bullet, you know, out of love more than anything, out of protection, and then, you know, professionalism at this, because you're getting paid for it. Right.
And I feel like I need to say, obviously, like, I have my opinions on cops or whatever, but I'm not saying that all cops are bad. There's obviously great cops out there. Yeah. But even with just a few bad apples, that's enough to, like, restructure the
contaminate system. Everything. Yeah, it contaminates everything, and it makes the police force look bad. And right now, especially because it seems like there's a spotlight on them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and now there's a physical camera. You know, a physical camera on them, which I'm glad.
Yeah,
we need those type of
to hold people
situations.
accountable. Yeah,
to hold people accountable of their racism that happens, you know, and of the way they behave around people and the way they use their power.
Right.
That's the major thing, that we're seeing people abusing their authority.
Right.
You know, respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
To quote Cartman.
Yes.
But yeah, the people in Uvalde, man, they're suffering, and it's fucked up, man. It's a lot of Latinos, Hispanic community out there, and they're suffering, and it's just rough seeing brothers and sisters going through these terrible times, man.
Yeah.
Just because of the lack of consideration when it comes to gun reformations and you know, just being more open to mental illnesses and
at that point
health.
that's what is needed. It's not enough to say like, oh, sending prayers, you know, like, okay, maybe sending positive energy, like that can never be a bad thing, you know, sending positive energy, but people need more than that now. It's just too much.
Well, the fucked up thing is that this guy was in those chat rooms or whatever, or he was called a school shooter, if I'm not mistaken. Like, he was being called school shooter
like as a nickname?
As a nickname.
Oh,
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, he had this nickname. Apparently
that's icky.
he had this nickname where people would call him school shooter.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, the dude had some issues, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the dude has some issues. And I understand, man, that those people are probably suffering by fucking killing 21 people.
Yeah, I don't have sympathy for him whatsoever, to be honest. At that point, like, yeah, you deserve to die, in my opinion. And maybe that's very, very hard for people to hear and digest, but that's how I feel. Well,
and a lot of people think that these people deserve the reflection part of it, which is in itself hell to them. At least that's what people think.
Yeah.
Their reflection of their actions will make them suffer incarnate, and it's just like,
no,
not all the time, because these people are obviously not okay in the cabeza,
right?
You know, so a lot of the times they'll fucking be proud of what they did, you know, and they'll never have that. They'll never show an ounce of remorse. Remorse. They'll never show remorse, and we're still keeping them in jail systems, and some of them are even dying of natural causes, you know, when I have a little brother, man, and he goes to high school, and, you know, I there is fear in my head, you know, and there's been a lot of fear even with my coworkers, where they have little kids that are listening about these school shootings, and they're scared. And they're scared, they're scared, or the parents are scared themselves, you know.
I mean, at this point, like, it's so sad. Like, you can step out and you can get shot up, like, anywhere you go to somewhere public, you go to like a Rockies game, you go to a festival, you go to this X and Y and Z, and there's always going to be that risk at today's age, you know, the point that we're at as a society.
I don't know where I saw it, but I heard this, that people have PTSD. Like, people hear weird like a loud noise in a grocery store, and people kind of like freak out, you know, they're like, what the fuck was that, you know, like, people are kind of on edge, of course, subconsciously about that shit, and it's fucked up that it's happening here in the U.S.
Yeah, actually,
especially here in Colorado, because we've had bad circumstances here in Colorado ourselves.
Yeah, isn't it
far from?
I think the anniversary of the Aurora shooting is actually maybe today. Is it today, the 24th? Or what day is today?
Is the 24th, yeah. But I don't know if it's on the 24th. Isn't it 7/20? Or something like that.
I think actually it was 7/20.
Yeah, it's the 7/20 memorial building.
Yeah, it just passed by.
Yeah. Fuck, see? Shit like that just does not go away, I guess. No. And the weird thing is that we go to that theater where that guy shot up. It's one of our favorite theaters, weird enough. But
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, but it's fucked up, the history that's underlaying there, man. Anyways, should we go to the section called What's Your Bob?
Let's do it. Gotta brighten up.
Yeah, let's end on a good note, listening to some good music. So, Diana, what music have you been listening to this week?
I've been bopping to Harry Styles' new album still. It's pretty good. I really like the song Music for a Sushi Restaurant.
Music for a Sushi Restaurant. Wow.
Yeah.
What comes to my head was, have you heard of those restaurants that serve sushi, but it's like on a conveyor belt?
Yeah,
That goes
I want to go
around.
to one. That looks fun.
Yeah, that looks really fun. Damn, I don't think I've heard it.
Yeah, it's.
I'll have to.
Have
hear
you
it.
seen Apple Music's ad with Harry Styles?
I haven't.
Oh,
no.
weird. I feel like I see that everywhere. That's the song.
Oh, I see. I'm not that cool, I guess. Not that cool.
What's your bop?
Mine is gonna be. Honestly, I was gonna do one specific song, but I think I'm gonna do the whole album for this one.
Wow.
I'm gonna do one of those where I recommend My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. I've been listening to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just one of his. Honestly, it's a great album. There's a lot of instruments. There's a lot of weird, cool bass tones and drums and I don't know. You just gotta listen to that album if you haven't. I'm sure.
Yeah, I've never really listened to his music.
You probably heard various of the songs in that
Probably,
album, but once you hear it, like
as a cohesive work of art.
Yes, exactly, album piece, you understand the themes and you understand the sounds and the uniqueness that Kanye West, the producer, has
you
put in
can
there.
grow an appreciation for it.
Yeah. And
do you miss the old Kanye?
I do. Yeah, actually, I have it on a bracelet. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have it on one of those raving bracelets.
I thought you had them here on the table.
Yeah, I
you
don't know
moved
where,
them.
I must
probably
have moved them somewhere. I don't know where I left them, but yeah, I miss the old Kanye. Yes, in this circumstance, he's still creative. He can still make a banger.
Oh yeah, no denying that.
His projects, his albums.
Well, there you go. Go listen to the old Kanye album.
Yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye.
That's a cool album name.
Yeah, it was. I think he did it after the controversy with Taylor Swift, and yeah, I think it was.
That seems like so long ago. It probably was.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the bracelet. I just saw it. I was like, I could have sworn I saw it in my eyesight earlier.
Kanye right there.
Yeah.
I miss the old Kanye. Well, yeah, go listen to the album. I'll drop a couple songs in the playlist so that you guys can to get a taste of it. I'll drop my favorite 3.
Sounds good. Top 3.
That way you guys can hear. But yeah, I was bopping to the whole album multiple times this week.
Nice.
While I was going on a walk. Share, like, follow us if you guys haven't yet already. Subscribe. Just click the fucking button. We're almost to 100. Help us get to 100. If you guys see this, please just
be the 100 subscribe. You're gonna get the lucky prize.
Yes.
Of just saying you were the 100th subscriber.
Yeah, we'll have like a little cupcake. For that achievement. But yeah, you can follow us, like, subscribe, and be waiting for the next time we meet.
Yes.
Diana.
Spread peace and love.
Yes, spread peace, love, try shrooms, maybe. I don't know.
Some people just.
You didn't hear it from me. Let's just keep it at.
Like that guy off of 40-Year-Old Virgin. You need to try some wrong. Or how does he say it?
You need to try some wrong, man. Favorite movie. Anyways, guys, peace out. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Stay true and stay gentle and stay soft. Stay soft. Be soft every now and again. It's okay.
It's okay.
Like the petal.
You don't have to be
flower.
a manly man all the time.
Like an egg. Like a what's it called? Like a hard-boiled egg.
Okay.
Be soft. Let your crusty hard layer be nothing but gentle and easy to crack.
That's actually a cool metaphor.
And have that softness behind it. But what the fuck am I saying?
We need to end it. We need to end it.
Yolking around, baby. See you next time. Bye.